Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Factorio. We've had a little break. Let's get back to building our million minions. Roughly there, and then like that. And then you go here. So I'll take you off of there. And then you can't actually fit that far, but that one going back there. See, like these here, I ought to put those at roughly the same. I'm never going to look at that again, so honestly, it doesn't really matter that badly, does it? So put one there and put one there. See, that's going to mean that it stays like that permanently, isn't it? So what I'll do is I'll put one there and there. And then I'll go one there and there, and let's get rid of you a second, and you can go like that. And then that's going there. So that one's got to come out of here. Like that. And right. Is that all of those? So I got one there, and then the second one comes up, and that one comes along. We will do it. We will do it. We will get rid of those, because if I'm lining everything else up, I'm going to line these up as well. Otherwise, it's just wrong, isn't it? There. So there's two of them, and that goes to there. And then that one sort of pops through, and that goes over there. And then that joins in, so we've got in an extra bit. And then that one there for the last one, that goes... Nope. That goes there like that. And then that drops down there. And then I go like this. Two, and then there's the fourth one. Now, big question. Do I go... yeah, I'm going to go straight out that way, I think. Like this. And that can't go all the way out, so I'll have to do it here. Yeah, like that. And now... yeah, that's fine. Have four of them all the way out, and then you come over to here. So now I need to put 4 pumps down, which is... I can never find pumps. There. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 offshore pumps. So I need to produce offshore pumping. One there, and one there. So in order to make sure that these all work, that one's going to come out there. It's going to go like that to there. This one is going to go over... actually, no, it's not. You know what? I'm not quite sure what... because that one there, look, that one can just go straight onto there. And then that one can go onto there. So that's those two taken care of. And then the next one can go here. Actually, yeah, we'll do it like that. And that one can go there. But that's joining those two together, which we really, really don't want to do if we can help it. That's my only... so actually, no, that one's going to have to go back there so that we can avoid that. So then you go like that. And then this one is going to go... it won't go there. It's got to go there. It's got to go like that. And then that pipe can go there. Right. So I've now got water going all the way through, except for these bits over here. And that one's not joined in either. So that one's got to go there, like that. You can be removed. You can go down there. And then I can drop those two in there. That's in there. That one's connected. That one's connected, and then the next line, and there, and then the last line, and there, and that's all connected as well. Right, so we've now got another steam setup all the way through. So let's take a look at the power situation. Solar panels are 8.7K, 522 megawatts. We've got low power production. We've got 1 gigawatt now that we need. And we've now got accumulated charge starting to stack up. That's going to slow down pretty soon because Obviously, we're not going to be getting the material coming through as fast as we actually need it. Now, I can ditch those. I don't need them anymore. And I'm not going to change that one over. I'll let the robots keep going with all of the upgrades there. I know it's going to take them a while to do those upgrades. Let's go and have a look through here a minute. Upgrades there are working. I've got roboports requested over here. Those are all filled in. Just waiting on the solar panels. Okay, that's good. That's a nice little summary that we've got. We've got 6,700 of these. So next job, we're going to go up this way. And you can see we've got some big chunks of these now, although a lot of those were my own robots that did it. We're going to go all the way up here a second, like this. And go over to there. And I'm going to jump in some of those so that I get another couple hundred of these go through. Power is one of our major problems. We know that power is one of the major problems, and those constant slowdowns are really not helping the situation anywhere. But there we go. We've now got 6.9k, and I'm hoping that we got enough to take that all the way up to 700 robots. Right in there, the robot frames a bit. 7,000, I mean. Yep, and there we go. We have almost 7,981. Come on, you can do this. You can do this. I've got complete faith. Stop. 7,000 exactly. We've stopped at exactly 7,000 logistics robots. And every single one of them is still flying. Which is a little bit of a jolly nuisance. But, yeah, there's not a lot that we can do about that. So let's dump a few more in. I'm not going to dump them in. Why don't I just put them straight into here? Feed them right inside the beast. Like this. There. I'm still getting more circuits brought over to me. And drop those in. There we go. There's another 40 odd. And that's pushed it on higher still. 7,000. We're fast approaching 7,100 in here. There we go, 7,100. And loving just how many robots we are getting in this thing now. I got a whole load of red circuits heading toward you. See this line of red circuits here? They're all coming straight towards me. They're going straight towards me. I'm the main priority with all of these red circuits. So there's 7,001. We're going to push up to 7,002. We can do this. I got all of them. I got enough. I have actually got enough to go 7,200 robots. Go on. 7,200 robots. Right. What are we going to do next? I would say, actually, the very next thing that we want to do is to keep working on iron gear wheel production. I've got some iron gear wheel there, and I've got some iron gear wheel there. We do not have anywhere near enough iron gear wheels being produced in the system right now. I've got pipes being produced there. But I've also got another one producing pipes up there. So I've actually got far more pipes in this system than I need. Definitely don't need those anymore. And the great thing with this is I've already got 500 of those being requested. I just don't need these pipes. So let me go like that. Stop that one. Change you over to an iron gear wheel right there. Those there, we're ditching them. Deconstruction planner. There. Right, I could really do without you dumping all of those pipes on me. Yeah, that's all I could take. And the rest of them are going to be removed by the other robots, the construction robots. So then I'll put those in there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to swap that one over. So you are requesting 500, you are requesting 500. So we'll do a quick copy. That one, and we'll drop that one. Actually, you know what? Get rid of that. Deconstruct that a minute. Yeah, a little bit of iron coming out there. That's fine. And then go with paste. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. That's more like it. And then I want to go with these. And I want to speed these up. Alright, I just want these all running as fast as I can have them. Put those in there. So we've got a massive demand for the iron coming in. And I don't have any... I got 760 iron plates. I don't have spare iron at the moment. I got a whole load of pipes on me. So what am I using pipes for? Oh, for those. That's what I'm using pipes. There are a few of them are being taken away from me. And they only do that if you're actually using them. So if I control click all of those into there, and I'll go like that. Actually, no, you know what? I'm going to go like this. And I'm going to put those transport belts back. And then I'm going to go control click and drop them in there like that. And now the robots, they're going to need to bring back a few iron pipes to me, because I've got the 100 requested right there. If it has transport belts, I'll keep 400, because I might actually want those just for a little bit. So I will keep 400 of them. And then I need 400 iron. But if I drop those like that, they'll put 10 of them into me. But then I've got several more that are going to go and be taken away. And they're going to go and use them elsewhere. So I've now got several things being turned into even more iron gear wheels. But our big problem that we've got now is these are just not producing fast enough. That's now the problem, is that they're not producing fast enough. I've got plenty of those, but I am not producing iron fast enough, so I need more iron. Which means more of these. If I can put a line of them down there, that would be really good. Let me do that a second. Copy. Do you copy? Let me copy that lot there, and... Right, well, if I remove these poles right here, there will be enough room to put them down. So I will remove those and that, and I'll take all of those off of there. That's going to remove the power supply for some of those. So I'll do it like that. Over there. Yeah, that's fine. And bring that over that side. And then those are all in a straight line anyway. If I remove that lot there like that as well, take them up. Do the same with those. So I've now got power going all the way through. That runs right the way through there. So then I can stick a paste down over here. I'll bring that up by 1 so it goes up against those robo ports right there. And then I got one more to go in there like that. Right, there's a few more of them. That's the iron ones being produced. And there goes the rest. That's all of those have been put down immediately. That's fantastic. And we've also got, well, we've got everything else gone in. I don't think we've got all of the speed modules that we need in order to make it. Then that's a minor detail. This is only one. Blueprint book right there. You can go back in the blueprint book. I'm not using you at the moment. And that one can go in as well, because we're simply copying and pasting that at the moment. Just use up a little bit of space. Right, done. There. Just waiting on a few of them to be brought in. But that's a whole load more iron now that's going to be filled into there. And I just need I think maybe we want to look at a couple of extra roboports in here, but I don't know if we got the room for them, to be honest. Everything is ticking along quite nicely at the moment, apart from power. Power is still a little bit low. There's little point in me pretending to be still working on like the same playthrough, where I seamlessly join them together, because there's been some significant changes with the latest update for this game. So we're going to have to do something about that. Now, first of all, why aren't you actually working? Oh. Yeah, it's doing this strange thing where it's it's because of the shortage of power. This is not actually grabbing stuff because we've got this major shortage of power at the moment, so it won't actually pick it up off of the belt. As soon as this starts to come back up, though, we'll then get more power. These will be able to operate a little bit faster, and they'll be able to grab a little bit more of the copper ore and bring that in. I don't actually have very much copper ore coming down here because of all the shortages. Now, the big changes. There are some significant changes. A couple of them are up here. It's not going to affect us because of the fact that we've already gone on to advanced oil processing. That's the one that we've got at the moment. The basic oil processing no longer does all three outputs. It only outputs petroleum gas, which does actually make things a lot easier to start with, because in that very beginning bit... Ooh! Taking our fast transport belts. They only take those when there's actually spare robots around. And that's because the power has slowed everything down, so there isn't actually enough things kicking around for them all. So there's one significant update has changed that pattern around. Well, that's not going to make any difference to us whatsoever. However, the next significant update that will make a big difference to us is this over here. Now, at the well, what we did have was our blue science, which is all the way down over here, required those items there. 20 solid fuel, advanced circuits, and some engine units. They've changed the recipe. It now requires sulfur instead of the solid fuel. So we need to remove the solid fuel from the request on here, and we need to put sulfur in here instead. So we want to get rid of that one, and we want to put sulfur in here. The other problem with that is that we don't currently have any sulfur. So I will go through, if I just right-click and copy that into there, like that a minute, like that, and there, and there. That should be... Okay, that's got all of those. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through and I'm going to empty out these chests, because these have all got solid fuel in them. I will hold on to those. The solid fuel, I'm just going to ditch that out like that. And also those engine units, I'm going to dump those as well. So the robots will come along and they'll grab the engine units and they'll remove those. We've now got a little bit of this coming through. The inserters are able to go and pick it all up again, which is absolutely awesome. Now, the other thing that I've got is that I'm making all of that solid fuel, but I don't have any solid fuel coming out down here. I'm not using solid fuel in any recipes anymore. That's because we're not using it for the Blue Science Pack, we no longer actually use it for any recipe. We've been using this to dispose of overflow on any of our oil. We can't do that anymore. Not as things are right now. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to come down here and we're going to have to set up another requested chest over here. We could actually do it like this. We got 1,000 coal requested in here. I could also request some of these. Now, 1,000 coal is 2 lines of stacks. Now, these also stack in lots of 50, so I will request 1,000 of those as well. Drop those in, and that will be another line of them to go in there. They're going to very quickly remove all of my solid fuel a minute first, and then they will dump the rest out onto here, and then that can go out and it start being used as fuel for all of our burners. Alright, so we're bringing the solid fuel down from the top, up here, so they're bringing that straight down, and they're going to go through that pretty quickly, which means that they are going to use up this solid fuel pretty quickly, but I'm not actually all that concerned about that. That is just fine as it is. I am a little bit more concerned about what we're going to do about this. We've got to get some of this sulfur coming across the line here, and at the moment, I'm producing all of the sulfur that I can use in the sulfuric acid. Although, saying that, the sulfuric acid is just about filled up. I've just about done that up completely, but this whole setup is now slightly rocked. Well, actually, no, it's not. Those can continue to direct feed. We'll do that. We're going to do it like this. We're going to have those continuing to direct feed, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to build an additional 5 out this side. So I'll make 5 more chemical plants, and I'll run those down this side here, and we can use that to make the sulfur that we need to then spread out across the rest of the map. So I'm going to need to get a little bit of petroleum out over this side, which means removing that light right there. I'll put a light there instead. And I will take that one like that, and I'll drop it out over to there. I don't need to go much further over than that, because to make the sulfur, you just need petrol and petroleum and water. So I don't need anything additional on top of that. So I can bring you over that way, and I'll drop you there like that. Actually, that's the wrong spot there, isn't it? I need to go over by one more, I think. Go like that, and then that comes down there. I'll get these 5 chemical plants here. The petroleum is on the top bit. Water is on the bottom. I'm going to do it there, like that. And then I'll leave a gap of 1 between each one, like that. There, so we've got 5 of those. Then I go into here, and I go for sulfur. Like that. Oh, the other thing that I want to do is I just want to have a look back through here and make sure that these are... We haven't got any changes on this. It doesn't look like it. They have altered a couple of the recipes slightly as well. It doesn't look like any of the changes are going to affect us, because we've already gone past that research point. So it doesn't, like, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really affect us very much. You've got basic oil processing. 100 crude oil becomes 45 basic oil. This one here has now been changed slightly as well. You get a little bit more heavy oil than we used to. And then there's a couple of other recipes that's changed. Rocket fuel. You now need light oil as well as solid fuel to make rocket. I think it used to just be the solid fuel. And now you got light oil in there. And... I'm pretty sure there was another change somewhere. What else was changed? I know that one. Oh, I know. It was this one here, flamethrower ammo. You no longer need... It was light... I can't remember what the previous recipe was, but it now takes just crude oil. It didn't used to take crude oil. It used to take one of the processed oils. So rocket fuel has changed ever so slightly. But we're not making rocket fuel at the moment. You can make rocket fuel. One fuel value for rocket fuel is 100 megajoules, and solid fuel value is 12 megajoules. So if you turn solid fuel into rocket fuel, you lose fuel value while you're making the conversion. However, solid fuel vehicle acceleration is 120%. This one here, vehicle acceleration is 180%. So if you stick rocket fuel in your trains, then it just makes it a little bit faster. I'm just going to pop those 2 down through there. One other thing that they've done, one of the changes they've made is when you set this one up, it no longer takes oil into both of these up here. It only takes oil into the left-hand one there. And it only puts the petroleum out of the left-hand one down there. Those become blocked off. And that's so that you don't have to make so many big changes when you want to change the recipe up. You don't have to, like, remove a load of pipes and stuff like that. It generally makes the conversion from the early stages of oil and oil processing and stuff, oil plastics and stuff like that. It generally makes the conversion just a little bit easier to manage. Right, we'll run down through here a minute, and we'll put the water in on those, like that, down to there. And then we will go through and we will put the petroleum down through as well, like that. So we've got our T's all the way down. And that one there. And then we go for the straight pipes. There. Put these up through. There. Water and petroleum into all of those. I will then put 1, 2, 3, 4 into there. And another one up there. We'll put a little bit of light in here as well. We'll put one there. We'll put one there. And we'll put one there. Then we will go through and I will go with a stack inserter on this one. Like that. Oops. There, like that. Because this does... We make 2 sulfur for each lot of these that we end up making up. So we put that into there. That's going to go through and make. And it makes very, very quickly as well. It's gone through and made it extremely quickly. It'd be good if we could get some productivity modules going on that, I would have thought. Make better use of our petroleum. We're going to need quite a bit of it. I mean, I don't have enough petroleum coming through at the moment. That's kind of like a little bit of a shortage on everything right now. So if I go up through there and drop all of those in, I'm carrying a little bit of sulfur on me, which I'll get rid of now. The robots will very, very quickly come over and grab that. And I'm not going to need to worry about these anymore then. That's kind of everything that we've got going on there. This up here with the barrels, we are throwing barrels through quite quickly. If we go here and we take a look at our empty barrel numbers at the moment, ores are good, 6.6k of those, they're good, but the iron bar, steel now, steel is low. I don't have enough steel coming in. And what was I going to look at? Empty barrels. Yeah, empty. I don't have enough empty barrels at the moment. They are busy being made up. It's going to take them a minute or two to actually make those properly, but they'll get there eventually. Now, you over this side. So look in there. Petroleum's running okay at the moment. It's going to help once this one does actually fill up. That is going to start to make a difference. But why are you not running? That's probably because that's on the end of the line, and that's, like, teeing off on it. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, it is at least running now. We have got everything running at the moment. We've got the sulfur all going through. It's got a little ways to go to, like, travel all the sulfur all the way down, but it is running. That's the important thing. And if we go up here and we have a look in here, I want to get some more of these, and I'm able to put quite a number of these in because I got a lot of red circuits on me. I know that I'm requesting 400 at a time at the moment, but we can pump through a load more of these, which is really going to help keep all of the logistics running. What I want to do is I want to keep everything going. There's another 100 robots there to come out, and another 100 there to come out. So that's gone from 7,400 up to 7,500 robots. The grand total of them is... Actually, I don't know how many the grand total is yet. We're still making them. Let them keep going. We've made all of them. There, right, I've made all of them. 7,573. They're all flying at the moment. And the fact that they're all flying, that's kind of the bit that takes up a bit of time. Now, somebody did have a really, really good suggestion. We're slowly replacing all of these bits of belt with the blue belt, and it is going to take quite a while to work through and do all of the blue belt. Now, somebody had a pretty good suggestion over here with the solar panels. I've got all of these solar panels here. It takes a long time to get those solar panels done, and yet at the moment we're waiting on them to be built, and so we know that is one of the reasons it's taking a while. We're waiting on steel to be produced so that we can actually go through and do all of those. That's fine. Wait a minute. I want to look in here. So we got 2,900 accumulators in there. I got 3,200. Why have I got 3,200 chemical? Oh, I know why. I know why. I didn't actually... I haven't set limits on these. That was a bit daft, wasn't it? That was really daft. Okay, we'll set a limit on these here. Let's connect that one up, and we will set your limit there, blue packs, to only activate when you've got less than 1,000 blue packs. Set. Right. I'm going to go down through, and I'm going to set those to 1,000 blue packs all the way down. Like that. There. So they're not going to run now. They won't do anything. We've got the sulfur down here. We've got a little bit more science currently being made. And then once that's done, that's just going to stop and rest for a little while, which is good. I've got the green science there making. I've got the red science here all making. That's doing well as well. So I've not actually... Well, folks, Rome wasn't built in a day, and 1 million minions are not going to be built in a single episode. We've run out of time, so if you've enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me, get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.